Today's February 9th, and today was leg day. Just finished deload week last week, which is I dropped my volume down to try to let my body recover, my immune system, nervous system, and picked back up this week with chest, biceps, and now legs today, Tuesday, February 9th. Start off with lying leg curls, which you won't see. Just did that to pump blood into the hamstrings, and moved right into what you just saw, which is our split squat. I do it on the Smith machine to induce maximum weight. Otherwise, if I use the dumbbell, I wouldn't be able to get that maximum weight. So I worked up to a pretty heavy set. That's actually the second to heaviest set, 225 on the Smith. So whatever that is on the Smith machine for I think sets of 10, 12, I think 15. I worked up to 255. I think was the heaviest for 8 or 10. I do that movement for the outer sweep of my quads, because you can never have too much outer sweep on your quads, especially for bodybuilders, just people in general. I mean, it gives you a real full look to your legs. It kind of like gives an illusion of having a bigger leg, the outer sweep. Then we moved into squats, just getting back up to some heavier weight post competition. Finally splitting up hamstrings and quads. But today was 4 sets of 8. It was with 350 pounds, and it felt pretty good. Again, you'll see I'm doing these with constant tension, so I'm trying to keep constant tension. I'm not stopping at the top. I'm not a power lifter. I'm trying to really force the muscles to work under tension and focus on the muscles, not the movement. So I'm cognizant of my my glutes, my hamstrings, even, and my obviously my quads. And I go with a wider stance to hit the overall leg, really bring the glutes in, the adductors, abductors, of course the quads, and even the hamstrings. And then from there we moved into a hack squat. This is the first set. I think there's 3 sets I did. I think 4 plates here for like 12 reps. Again, the focus here is outer sweep, so I got a close stance. I'm trying to push through my heels. Again, constant tension. I'm trying to keep that tension all on the quad. And here's my heaviest set. I think it was 5 plates and I think a 10. I think for 8 reps, which was actually felt good, because I normally do this one first, and this is about the same weight I use. So obviously I'm getting stronger post competition. So after this, I think we moved on to lunges. Yep. So lunges were completed. I just did down and back. I think it was like 110 pound dumbbell, or loaded barbell. Really focusing on my glute squeeze when I'm doing this, and also I envision like my back pose. When you set up for your back pose as a bodybuilder, you're opening your hips, you're squeezing your glutes. It's the same movement I do. I squeeze at the top on every one, but it's a great stretch movement. And I believe after this we moved on to leg extension. So we did 3 sets of leg extension, and I performed these today one leg at a time. The reason being is sometimes you have imbalance between your left leg, right leg, or whatever body part it is, and I think it's important to work it unilaterally sometimes and do one at a time so you can correct those imbalances. So we did that. I think we did, like I said, 3 sets. I think it was like 90 pounds, 100 pounds, 110 pounds, but they felt pretty good. And also, I think it's important every workout that you do, to understand the muscle function. So, like for obviously the lying leg curl, we're focused on the hamstrings, and the stretch position is really what we're trying to do. We get a nice stretch. Also a contraction at the top, but the main portion is the stretch. And for the split squat, we're really working that mid-range of the muscle, the strong range. So we're trying to hit the quads in that mid-range. Same thing with the squat. Obviously, it's where you're going to be able to hit the most weight. So it's a great compound movement. It requires the whole body. And another mid-range movement is where it's going to basically be your strongest. And the hack squat, you could probably call that another mid-range movement, really trying to push maximum weight, but we're focusing on that one specifically on the outer quads. And then lunges, I would call that more of a stretch position, because you're really getting that deep stretch every time you go down. So that was our stretch position. And what you'll see, obviously, the leg extensions, we're finishing up with the contracted position, where you're going to really focus on the contracted portion of the movement, trying to safely, we're getting a full contraction and a squeeze, unlike we'd be able to do in a squat. So that's basically our workout today. So tune in, and I'll keep putting some stuff up. and as far as our workouts and cooking. So thanks for watching.